to work towards a more democratic future. Similarly, we congratulate the UEC, the Union Election Commission. They did a good job. They performed admirably well, despite the most trying conditions and environment an election commission can possibly work in. ANFREL is pleased to report that the improved performance of the Election Commission is one of the most significant and impactful differences between the election in 2010 and the election in 2015. While important parts of the process remain, such as the declaration of winners, the tabulation of results of the different polling stations, the pre-election and the election day give Myanmar a good chance for credible elections and more democratic future. Where irregularities exist or are alleged, ANFREL encourages the UEC and all involved to thoroughly investigate these cases and administer justice in a professional, objective, and timely manner. Among the most critical of the post-election processes is the transparent and timely release of election results. The UEC has taken steps to try and run this election with greater transparency, and ANFREL very much hopes that the release of the results reflects these efforts. By immediately posting all original results forms from subcommission offices and online, and by releasing detailed polling station level lists of results, the UEC can avoid unnecessary suspicion of distrust in the counting process. Where results cannot be released for one reason or the other, pending investigation, the UEC must convey or communicate the same to media, to the public, to the civil society organization, and to all election stakeholders. This will create mutual understanding and faith in the tabulation process. On election day, ANFREL was encouraged to find that the voters list, a very contentious issue before the election, did not create any serious problems for voters arriving to vote. Still, we encourage the Election Commission to be more proactive in bringing about a more complete, a more accurate, and a more up-to-date voters list for future use. As for the advanced voting, more training and additional control over aspects of the process will increase confidence and eliminate existing shortcomings ANFREL observers reported in some areas. Notably, there was lack of uniformity from subcommission to another in the process of dealing with the advanced votes. So additional training will lead to more procedurally uniform regulations that are strictly followed and will increase public confidence in the UEC's management of the elections. What was troubling, of course, was the out-of-constituency advanced voting, in particular, advanced voting of the military and police in some areas. While improved as against 2010, the special privileges enjoyed by these institutions create opportunities for fraud and electoral misconduct, and the general access for observers magnifies these problems. ANFREL had difficulty getting access to voting either advance or the regular one in the military installations. Moving polling stations out of military camps and beginning a transition towards normalizing military voting in more ordinary polling stations will help protect the voting rights of individual soldiers and will remove one of the electoral system's lingering weaknesses. Let's follow the examples of so many countries. Strictly no voting, no polling stations in military camps and installations. As the country hopefully grows into democratic maturity, UNFREL hopes that its elections can grow more inclusive. The large numbers of potential voters who were excluded or unable to participate in the process is perhaps this election's most significant shortcoming. In the spirit of democratic inclusiveness and long-term peace in the country, steps can and should be taken to include all the people of Myanmar, no matter the race, no matter the religion, or where they live, here or abroad. As the election is very much not over, UNFREL calls on all the parties and candidates to work together going forward to facilitate the investigations of the UEC, and once investigations have run their course and final tallies are known, accept the results of the elections. Those candidates that have graciously conceded defeat set a commendable example for others. This is not a very common occurrence in Asian countries. It's happening in Myanmar. I think we have to commend the spirit the losing candidates have exhibited. For future improvement of the country's electoral system, and because every election has areas for improvement, UNFREL wishes to offer some constructive recommendations based on the observation of the 47 election observers working in the field. These are contained in our interim report, which will be distributed to all of you as you get out. While there, of course, remains room for improvement, the election process is up to today, has exceeded expectations, and certainly provided the people a means to freeze to have their voices heard. The people have spoken. We encourage all the contending parties to listen. Thank you very much. We are now ready to receive questions from